harasses us on a daily
Let us all turn in our books to
the Q pillow.
Bro, I pillow cube. Like, I'm at the point where my old pillows now serve other functions in my house, not having to do with pillows.
Can we talk about how bullshit this is? Like, look
Yeah.
how like
That's not a pillow.
No, that's
nothing.
no. That's why we won World War II, because bullshit over there.
Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, we talk about
from the podcast 4 weeks ago.
Survive 24 hours running from a horror villain of your choice. We try to gamify life. We kind of did that a little bit already, but this is a different spin on it. And lastly, we have a fictional weapons draft. But first, Danny Wasby's naked.
Woo! Oh my God.
With wine.
Danny, what are you drinking? I know you're not participating, but what are you drinking?
Is that a bottle of loot? No.
I'm having the mini bar special at my hotel, which is the Cotejon Reserve.
Ah.
This little guy.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Beautiful.
It's $75.
I did definitely not look at the price.
Expensive.
Out of those it's one of those mini bars where like as soon as it has the sensor in it, so like they know
as soon as you open it.
Yep. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. Richard Mattison, what are you drinking tonight?
I am back on my Long Island train. That's a fun train to be on. Feels like home. It's a warm hug.
Long one.
Yeah. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, Mike. Ben, what are you drinking over there?
I'm doing a little house margarita with a Captain Morgan topper. Little floater on there. Drew, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm a little tequila and Topo Chico craze right now, just because I really like their new sodas that they got out. They're really good. Travis, what are you drinking?
I gambled tonight. I listened to some episode we had not too long ago, and something about everyone else had tequila and I didn't, so I'm drinking my Herradura Añejo.
Hey, all right, welcome to the club.
Just straight. So I'm also drinking some tequila because we're gonna fuck shit up like I would a horror villain.
Mine was better.
I didn't say it wasn't, but. This is what you got. This is what you get to work with.
Because isn't the point not to
you're stuck here.
Fuck shit up, it's to get it away?
I mean, it just says survive 24 hours. If you could just
so you're taking it, you want to thrive.
Why not?
Okay, all right.
Why not? I mean, my first thought, I'm jumping out, I'm just coming out strong, coming out swinging. My villain of choice is gonna just be Annabelle.
We'll find out.
I think this is the easiest one. Right. If my horror villain of choice is Annabelle, it's a doll. I'm putting it in a box. It can't get out. Right. It can open doors. I'll put it in 2 boxes. I'll put padlocks on. I'll duct tape it. Who's gonna get out of the duct tape? No one. No one's getting out of the duct tape. I'm gonna seal that shit up so well. I'm not throwing it away. I've seen the movies. You try to throw it away, it comes back. I understand. I'm gonna make it in one pane of glass or plexiglass or whatever, so I can see it. It's gonna try to do shit. Like in the Conjuring films, I don't need to bless it necessarily, but like that they have it contained today. They just have it in a room in a glass box with like a simple lock, and they had it blessed every like month. I got this. I can handle that.
Can't even begin to tell you the inaccuracies.
See,
no
you know what?
Problems.
We don't even need to tell me inaccuracies because it's not going to win. But he is on the right vein. So I'm going to hop out there.
Give it
before I destroy Travis.
That's fine. Because Travis, I like where you're at. Why run from a villain when you can control it and like running like gross.
Gross. I don't want to get sweaty.
I'm trying to do that. Like, I got cute shoes on. These aren't running shoes.
Whose shoes are these?
These are brand new. Danny never wore them.
He still has them.
Sure he does. I should have stole them. But anyways, we're getting off track. I don't know. I'm not entirely confident if this is the person's name, but I'm still going to mention the movie afterwards. So give me the girl from The Ring.
Yeah.
Because
same way.
Who has a VHS nowadays? Like, right. I am in no danger of this person. So if you give me a VHS, A, I don't even know how you watch it if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. B, who has time to rewind it? Because we all know the VHS wasn't rewound. And yeah,
I do think in like the second or third one, it goes digital somehow.
Look, sure. I watch Vines. Okay,
it was on a plane.
I'm not even worried about.
You're not. Rick's on a defunct system.
But what if 10 years ago? It does. Like let's for argument's sake, you tripped it. Like I at least had. I met Annabelle. She can now do stuff to me with whatever power she's got. Let's say you watch the video. In theory, by the way, it takes 7 days. The prompt was 24 hours. So I like where your head's at.
Another point.
You got another 6 days. So I like that answer for that reason. But let's say it's day 7 and you had to watch it. How would you survive little girl coming out of the TV?
I mean, no, I'm not watching it. So I'm not even playing your game.
So you're just not playing the game. Okay, so why are you part of the podcast?
First of all, I'm playing your game. I'm just I don't have the technology to watch it, so I don't even need to answer the question.
What if you did?
I would.
What if you watched it?
I would probably be watching with you. We would be cuddling, and I would kick your bad knee, and then I would run away.
Okay, that's fair. So you're just gonna leave me for you're faster than me anyway, so it's fine.
I don't even know what the reward is, but as long as
there isn't. Life,
just living. Okay.
Yeah, not dying. Fair. Yeah. Drew, do you want to rip me?
Yeah, Drew, you have opinions
to shreds, or both of us?
I do. I
haven't finished. Drew, what's your most opinion on Travis's or Rick's?
Mostly Travis's.
Okay, I have an opinion on Rick's. That's gonna split it.
Yeah. I feel like so Annabelle is inhabited by a spirit. As far as we know, within the realm of that.
I'll agree to those terms.
That so at a certain point she's not bound just by the doll, just by being a presence in any sort of house or place that she's occupying. She's going to be able to make things happen.
Do you want me to pick this apart individually or all together? Do you want me to
say
okay, so I believe if my research serves me, the doll was possessed by a spirit, but there is no canonical evidence to say that spirit has the ability to possess other items. And it was, I think, from like this little girl who, I don't know if she had trouble walking or whatever her disability was, got hit by a car. There was some weird first movie that I didn't actually pay attention to. And then that girl's soul was possessed and then went into the doll. And that's it. Done. That's all she wrote. So there is no evidence to support that spirit can then go into another doll. It's just that's the one, and it's waiting to take over another body. I don't think it can get out of the doll.
Man, I don't know how deep I want to get into this.
Let's do it.
It's not a girl's spirit. It's the spirit of a demon.
Yes,
possessing the doll.
How do you know it's not a girl demon?
Using that doll as a conduit. Anytime somebody interacts with it in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
What ways are you thinking about interacting with it? Solitaire?
I mean, I'm just saying locking it up,
yes.
I don't think is going to.
But that's how they have it locked up. They have it locked up today behind a tiny, thin piece of glass. You can see it.
We're talking about real life.
And in the movies.
The documentary.
Okay. Thank you, Rick. That was my research.
The educational film known as The Conjuring. And further,
no, but on a serious note,
I
think it is a demon, and if I remember, it said something to the effect of that the demon has to, like, it's trapped in the body of the doll, and it has to kind of break down its victim enough to then take its new body. Right. And so if I can seal it off, I can survive for 24 hours. I'll be fine. And it takes longer than 24 hours for Annabelle to possess me anyway. So that's going back to the ring argument. I'm fine. It's just a doll. It's going to take a month. Danny and Rick have their hand raised, but Rick raised his hand first.
Rick has raised his hand.
Have we heard Drew and Ben's opinion, or are we just still attacking Travis's?
Yeah.
Because can we get the full submission before we go back to Travis's awful pick?
Wow.
And now I want to go after Travis's and Rick's. Honestly,
no, you have to put your person in the ring before you can attack.
Okay. I'll jump out there. All right. So for me, my biggest villain growing up was Pennywise. Fucking it scared the shit out of me growing up. I was trying to come up with a way to run from Pennywise for 24 hours. Pennywise lives in the sewers. So
just don't be Ninja
longest.
Hey, great success.
Also, don't be in Dairy, Maine.
Well, the Ninja Turtle aspect brings kind of a fight, but for me, all right, one of the longest flights in the world is from Atlanta to New Delhi. It's like 16 and a half, 17 hours.
And put some thought into this. I like this.
So, yeah, dude, I got to. So going over to Hartsfield, jumping on a flight for 17 hours, and then New Delhi is one of the cities in India that doesn't have a very good sewer system. Actually, most of the city doesn't have a working sewer system. So I'm playing the odds here. Once I land in New Delhi, I just have a few hours left to avoid the areas that have a sewer system.
Is it a true 24 hours, or does time change take a factor? Because if so, I'm just...
Would I go backwards or forwards? It depends on what direction I
would go. I think you go forward.
If you're going west,
that way.
If you go west, no, I'm sorry. If you go east, you save time.
But if I go west,
anyways, I digress.
Either way, doesn't matter. We're gonna go with the truth.
Yeah. Stopwatch 24 hours.
All right. Math ended at 5 o'clock. All right. So that's me. Most of the time being on that long flight and then landing in a city with not a great sewer system, I'm going to avoid Pennywise, hopefully for 24 hours to the best of my abilities.
I like that a lot. Drew, what you got?
I'm still on the fence. I think mine is going to be the horror villain from It Follows. If you guys have watched that.
Can't say that I have, but apparently it follows you.
Yes. So it's basically it's kind of the same.
It Chases.
We've talked about it before. It's kind of the same premise as the snail. Of it will follow you, and it's you contract it by having sexual relations with people.
Oh
shit.
And the last person to pass it on, and I haven't had sex in a long time, so I feel like I'm safe on that one. Just not even going to be really an issue.
Just be celibate for 24 hours.
Yeah, just don't have sex for 24 hours after the prompt is made to you, and you'll be fine.
Okay. So we're all kind of playing the avoidance game where no one's I'm maybe going a little offensive in that the best offense is a good defense, but I think everyone else is just nope, I'm just not going to do it. Is that kind of where we're at? Because that was I almost picked Jaws for the same reason. I just won't go in water. That's really easy. I don't even like
I'm gonna go to the desert.
Yeah,
yes.
Go to the desert. It's very simple.
Flying Scottsdale this weekend.
But so we do have Annabelle, the girl from the ring, Pennywise, and I'm just gonna say the snail from It Follows because that's what it is now in my head canon.
Can't see it.
What other holes are we gonna punch into people's villains here?
I'm gonna throw it out here. Ben has to pass a lot of sewers on the way to the airport.
You do. It's true.
But I said I start my 24 hours on the plane, and then my last few hours is in New Delhi, where there's not much.
I don't think you
of a
get to
sewer
pick
system.
when.
Yeah,
the
I don't know
24 hours.
that.
Why
I think
can't
how
I?
that
Why not?
works.
Why can't I pick when the 24 hours start?
You got to pick the villain. You don't get to pick when the 24 hours starts now, wherever you are.
Well, then I'm fucked.
I still think, like, to be fair, I haven't seen a lot of it, but like you have to go to the sewer. Like you can't just like if you drive past it, you're fine.
Not
Like,
honestly, if you live
Also
in
true.
regular suburbia with a hefty sewer system, you're in a worse spot. So yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
I started
also-
out at my house to get to the airport, I wouldn't like my chances.
So I agree with what Travis is saying. You have to go to the sewer, but I think also there is from what I've seen, like he tempts you with something.
yeah,
that is
Yeah.
would
When you
work
pass
on
by.
you. Yeah,
And he can reach
So it's hot
out
tubs
of the
for
sewer.
Ben.
right. But
Yeah.
if you're going from house to car, open garage door,
yeah, sure.
you have a pretty good. I still like your chances.
Yeah.
You could be tempted,
but stop at a stop sign or a red light where there's a sewer outside your car, like he's got multiple ways to get you. Yeah, if you're
yes,
next to a
you
sewer.
have less of a chance now, but I still think your plan of just
Sure.
flying is
Yeah,
still
it's a good strategy.
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that.
Maybe I start in New Delhi.
There you go.
So all right, so the only, and this is a small argument because I appreciate where Rick, the girl from the ring, it's VHS, and I, honestly I like the argument there.
Yeah, couldn't watch it if you wanted to.
But I will say that if somebody walked in on watching that video, not knowing that it was VHS, like how many VHS movies have been transferred to social media, DVD, whatever it is that came from a VHS play. So
True.
Somebody have copied it from the original VHS.
That's fine, and
out there.
I accept that risk. I don't have Instagram. I watch Vines. I don't have TikTok. I feel
24 hours, no
relatively
screens.
safe.
24 hours, no screens.
No, even with my screens, I feel safe.
What if someone put
knowing
it
I
on
will
Vine?
never right, that I will never come across.
Or you'd have to watch. Let's say it's a 2 minutes long video. You'd have to watch math of video of 20 vines in a row, and they have to be all in sequential order. Yeah, that'd be
Right.
real difficult.
But with the video, the whole point is once you start watching it, you're kind of stuck watching. Like you're almost like enthralled or what, like hypnotized to watch the rest of it. Yeah, I don't know what the word is, but yes,
I do think to put on top of Ben's is, and I don't think I saw the second one, but I think in the second one, all of the TVs on the airplane magically turned on, like it was done by the ring girl, not someone like put it in the DVD. So in theory, to the possession point of Drew, your phone just might start playing the video.
That's not how the movie I watched went.
No, I know. I'm jumping into the second one where there was, because probably everyone poked holes like we just did. Like, just don't watch the video. Just don't use the VHS. Just smash a hole in the television. It's not that hard.
That's fair.
But I think in the second one they are like, let's close this loophole and make her stronger, and she can put the video and kill everyone. Blah blah whatever. So, I do like the idea of just like, in theory, it would be day one. You watch it, and you survive 24 hours. Congratulations, you're fine.
Hey, made it. Don't check on me next week. I'm not surviving round 2.
I feel like 24 hours is
might be too short.
Little bit too short. I think a week.
8 days.
But yeah, puts it out there a little bit more. 8 days a week.
Just to get that extra for Rick. Yeah.
Business days or calendar days?
As Danny chugs his
wine.
wine.
only business days. So Saturday and Sunday are out. You have a pass.
Excuse me, ma'am. You can't come in on my TV right now.
I'm watching football.
Go back.
Need you to...
Unless you could play quarterback for my team, get back in.
Right. Well, we're back in business. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What are you doing for my
need?
fantasy team this week?
Yeah, my receivers are going down quick, so I need somebody. Anyways, that was fun.
We didn't pick one. What would be the easiest? What would we don't have to? It doesn't have to be definitive, but like,
What if we just went ahead and draft the weapons to defend ourselves from these characters?
All right, mine wouldn't be the easiest.
I like that segue, Rick.
Mine would be very
thanks.
expensive.
Yeah, I really appreciate you.
I hate you all.
Working.
Or maybe we could gamify what would happen if we.
That would be awesome.
I'm gonna say that mine wins because I can
What was yours?
It was Annabelle, so I'll just put it in the recording afterwards. Like, oh yeah, you all agree with me? Great, Annabelle wins. So there you go.
Just because we survived Nick's creepy basement does not mean it's easy to survive a doll.
If I'm gonna throw a vote, I'm gonna go for Rick. Yeah, I do think that with modern technology and everything, you have a better chance of not ever seeing that VHS tape. If it's
the first movie.
Yeah, if it is just purely based on that.
You know what, Drew? I'm going to second it because not only is it going to save your life, but our society spends too much time in front of screens anyways. So 24 hours not in front of a screen is probably better for you. So you're not only saving your life, but you're also helping me.
I don't want to win now.
Well, and also if you are going to the trouble of actually watching a VHS tape at this day and age, you deserve everything that's coming to you.
I don't know. You're kind of awesome. Sorry.
No, it's not retro yet to watch VHSs. It'll get there soon, but it's not there yet. So I guess we'll go with the girl from the ring. Don't know who that person's name is, but that's gonna be the winner. Pop quiz time. Ben, what's the national animal of Scotland?
The stag.
2, close. It was the unicorn, so you get 0 points. That was a fun game.
I have to leave.
Oh.
Just awful.
To be fair, the segue wasn't planned.
Not
clearly.
I am going to start doing pop quizzes for everyone.
Oh, that's
and keep
fun.
track of the points.
Sure.
I kind of want to hear what Danny's opinion is on
game
which
system.
Which horror villain he's gonna escape.
I just want to know who Danny's horror villain is. Like, Danny, what's the horror villain that scares you the most, or scared you the most?
Well, that wasn't the question.
You know what?
The dude's a nice guy.
It's a new question.
The clown in the sewers. Whatever that one was.
Pennywise. That was mine.
Oh, nice. Yep. Yeah. And I have a weird scar from watching what was that movie?
Jane Spotting in your basement.
You've got mail.
No, it had chariots and leprosy and stuff.
Oh, you're really about to say Ben-Hur?
Claudius.
Yeah. You're about to say Ben-Hur right now? That was
Ben-Hur. Yeah. Ben-Hur gave me nightmares for months as a kid. Yeah. So I would say that whatever villain is in that, I would say was the biggest of the villains.
You racist? You don't like Italians? That's fucked up.
It's on.
They're mine though. So
they're the lightest of the brown people.
Oh, hey Travis, I saw your parents' house today.
It's not wrong.
What? Why did you see?
I was in Arbor Bridge today.
But why?
I was picking up some exercise bike from somebody who lives 6 doors down from your neighbors or from your parents.
Not 3 doors down?
No, 6. Double up.
Just remember right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
It was actually another left. It was crazy.
Those bastards. That's better.
Do you remember one of the first times Danny went to Travis's house and he called us thinking someone was following us because he was like, "No one takes this many turns. It's not coincidental."
That's fair. I don't remember that, but I believe it.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
But there were 1,000 turns, and then there were more. There
were more turns. There were so many turns.
There were more turns.
So many turns.
Yeah. Rick's house is easy. You just follow the loop and then turn right.
Today's podcast. Sorry.
Hey, real quick. You listening? Cool. Do me a favor. On your app, wherever you're listening to this podcast, there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach.
Gentlemen, our next topic, we're gamifying life. We did this a little bit a while back where we said, like, which video game mechanics should we bring into the real world? But this is kind of just a different spin on it, saying, how do we take maybe an everyday part of life and kind of gamify it? So we'll say a little bit of the reverse of it. So with that, who's got ideas? Who's got thoughts? How are we gamifying life?
I got one. I'll go out there because mine's kind of weird. All right, so we live in the world that's got a lot of major cities, a lot of big skyscrapers. Some of these buildings are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 stories tall. So if you are going into one of these skyscrapers for any occasion, whether it's a board meeting, whether it's a wedding on the 10th floor, no matter what, if you want to go to your event in the lobby, you have to play Donkey Kong, and you have to be able to get to a certain number of a certain level to be able to get up to the level you're going. So if that wedding is on the 15th floor, you've got to beat Donkey Kong up to the 15th level. Otherwise, you can't get the fucking wedding. Okay. It's just such a common thing for us to use elevators these days. I feel like this kind of fits because it is a big part of life. We use elevators constantly. So
you made life harder.
I've made life harder. Well, unless you're really good at Donkey Kong. I mean, then.
But I'm not good at jumping. So
yeah, but am I playing physically... Donkey Kong like A,
no.
B, or am I actually doing the climbing as Travis is getting at? Because I'm doing the climbing.
You're playing the game to get to a certain area of life. You're not Mario. You're not like jumping level to level. You just like your example.
I can do Mario.
You use an example of playing rock, paper, scissors to cheat death. This is you playing Donkey Kong. There's a bay of them in the lobby. And if you want to get up to your floor,
a little bit of a stretch, but
you've got to play Donkey Kong. Because Donkey Kong's all about getting to that next level.
I like that better from a physical prowess standpoint.
Wait, so if I win, I just get on the elevator?
No, I just thought you were at the floor.
Donkey Kong and you get to, so let's say you've got a business meeting on level 8.
We're talking old school Donkey Kong, like
old
jump
school.
over the barrels.
Then you've got to go sit in the lobby. You got to sit in the lobby and get to level 8 to be able to go to your meeting.
But then I just get on the elevator after I play a video game?
Yeah, if you passed it. Yeah.
Okay.
But the elevator's locked and you can't get on it unless
I fully understand the scope and the logistics here. I just wanted to make sure that really there's no difference in life. I just now have to somehow pass a test to get to where I'm going.
But the whole point is that we are in a society now that uses elevators in so many of our buildings that we go into.
I get your
even fucking vacation, there's elevators.
Point.
So, but my point is yes, it does affect your life because it's common now.
Okay.
I think I liked it more when you actually had to, like, as much as I wouldn't want to be jumping over the barrels, I think I like the idea of like physically Squid Gaming up in the sense of like, no, I have to jump over these barrels and I have to watch out for these fire things, these fire barrels, and I have to also maybe hit an ape at the end of each level to get where I'm going. But okay, this is I don't know if this is necessarily a game, but I took the concept of testing out of something in school or credit by exam, and you could apply that to just other things in life. So if like you just got broken up with your girlfriend or you're in a divorce and you just emotionally can't get over that person, all you got to do is take the test, and then emotionally you are now over your significant other. You're in jail. You just got to take the test, maybe pass the bar. I don't know. And now you're out of jail. So just like adding different tests to random scenarios that will help you move on.
But like every scenario, like you can take a test for anything.
I like that.
Those were the two that I came up with like 20 minutes before we started. So,
but that's I just think it's too broad. Like if like that's everything in life.
No, you can
beat with a test.
Specific.
I know. I was just going with examples. I think
Yeah,
I want to go broad. I want to make
just you want a test out system, and
just to like.
Oh, okay. I see. So it's like
Yeah,
a
I'm
system
here
for
for that.
everything. Okay.
Wow. I mean, there are probably some things you couldn't do, but you could basically just. It's unfortunately it's a maybe we'll call it a Scantron test, but it's like if you don't if you don't know it, you don't get to pass, and you're still stuck in whatever spot you are in. And it might be that whoever's proctoring it may write in C for all of the answers, and you second guess yourself, and now you're out. So you have to be good at test taking too. You can't just be like ready to do whatever you're about to do. You also have to be maybe pretty good at test taking.
I think we need to talk in a future topic. What exactly did it mean to Christmas tree your test?
I mean, why don't we just talk about it now? What does it mean?
Because like, are you just talking about like are you just one zigzagging? Are you actually drawing a Christmas tree on your test? Because that would be cool. I would respect that.
It's got to be readable by the machine.
No, right, but I mean, like, so you just color in your circles. But that's what I mean. Like, are you just doing the zigzag back and forth?
Well, here
because it's technically readable.
Let me answer your question. I believe the most Scantrons were one column, maybe like 50 questions worth, and A through E.
Yep.
And I believe the original Christmas tree was actually just a zigzag.
Okay.
Right. Now, I think when we like took the SATs or when there were multiple columns and you could actually maybe draw out a Christmas tree, but that was a little bit more rare. I think some people did that where they would be like, yeah.
I'm Googling it.
I assume
I also am Googling it.
Christmas tree means zigzag. That's my thought.
Reddit's got us.
Zigzag. It's got to be like, that's the only thing.
Whoever this person is. Okay. I don't even know how to say this, but PNEW47. Whoever you are on Reddit, you're a liar.
Damn straight. Get him.
I have worked in schools for 17 years and have never heard this term. You are a liar, sir.
Straight up liar.
Or ma'am.
I think sir is a term of, profession at this point, so it's fine.
In general, I feel like it's more of just a random.
No, it's got to be a zigzag. Yeah. It's got to be a zigzag type thing because that makes the tree shape. That makes a Christmas tree shape. If you turn it sideways,
I feel like
if you turn it sideways, it becomes a Christmas tree shape.
The general consensus is it's just more of a
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like classically,
you got to alter the paradigm.
Zigzag.
90 degrees. Rick, pop quiz. In what year was the Rubik's Cube invented?
1987.
Close. I would have given, if you would have gotten the decade right, it was 1974.
It was close.
Yeah,
and by no way, shape, or form was I close.
If you know by the,
I mean, you were
the documentary with Will Smith.
You were 13 years off. You could have done any of the thousands of years. Like
$1, Bob.
You could actually like
$1.
You were. I would say that was close, but not close enough for
1647.
Rick or Drew, your gamification of life.
Let's see. I want achievements.
Yes.
Ooh. Wait, but how does that? What does that do for you?
So I want some sort of pop-up notification. First of all, I want like a
badge. You want a merit badge?
Well, no, I want like a HUD system on my vision, and whenever I achieve something, heads-up display. Anytime I walk 10,000 steps, or I achieve a goal that I set for myself, or I complete a task, or anything that serves as a notification that I've done something well and completed a task.
Okay.
I want a notification to pop up and be like, whoop, whoop, you've done this.
You want that instant feedback, that instant gratification.
Yeah. And it could be paired with actual like monetary value.
Sure.
Of, you earn, it's like when you're taking those quizzes or whatever online, you earn like 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever for what they are. But every time I do that, I get a certain monetary value out of it. So I just want achievements on my daily life. I got out of bed today. I took a shower. I also
leveling up.
Yep, exactly. And then exactly like that, Rick, it levels up. So one day I get out of bed. The second day, made my bed. Third day, did all my laundry. Fourth day, and
never getting that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no one's making their bed.
No one's making
Apple probably already had this idea patented. Give them like 10 years. It's probably already going to be there.
It honestly does exist, but I kind of stole it a little bit. But yeah, setting goals for yourself, and then when you do achieve them, they get marked off as achieved, and you get some sort of either monetary or just direct feedback of, yes, you've completed this goal for the day.
So are you are setting these goals though, right?
I think there could be either an app that lets you set them, or they have a standardized set of goals that are just, normal everyday achievements. You don't get any, there's no detriment if you don't achieve them,
Sure.
but they exist for, I had breakfast today. I had a cup of coffee. I went and got, my groceries, that sort of thing.
I'm struggling with this because I feel like people could, and I don't know, I just feel like people be like, I'm going to set my achievement as getting out of bed every day. And like, you just get that achievement over and over and over again.
I did think about that. I think that there is a setting on it where you can't achieve the same thing either 2-3 days in a row, or you have a bad day.
Do you think
there is a system where it's like, okay, you've done this once. You maybe get a notification that you've done it, but you don't get the reward for it.
Do you think that there's a, because I don't love the monetary value either, just because like someone has to set what that monetary value is, and again, you could like just hit all the small, I don't know, but like, do you think there would be more of a social reward or a social status that comes along with these achievements? Like I just hit my 100th achievement.
Yeah, the same thing as Foursquare from back in the day. I mean,
yeah, but that was within Foursquare. I'm assuming these are getting applied across life. Like everyone now has this app.
No, this is just me.
Oh, okay. So just you. God, I was assuming I'm giving my test taking abilities to everyone. Like just spread the love. And then I don't dislike it. I think it would probably be better for more like life achievements versus individual achievements, and maybe there's a little bit of both in there. But like, I lost my V card. Bing, got my badge.
I feel like it depends on what you consider achievements.
I mean, you're the one setting them individually, but I think whoever is the app creator in this instance gets to have some standard life achievements or big milestones within life is probably a better way to put it. Milestones instead of achievements. So
I think there could be both, because for some people, having children is an achievement. For some people, that would maybe be a detriment.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
congratulations, you just had your first kid.
Just like any other video game.
Fucked up. You just had your first kid.
You don't have to do the achievements in any video game. They usually don't impact your gameplay necessarily. It's just it's just a badge of honor, which is why I don't love it, because it's unless you're sharing it, unless it's everyone has it and like you can share like, haha, I've got more than you. And then if it's just you, it's just like, cool, I got these achievements. That's my thought. Rick, what do you got?
What? I'm awake. I want some sort of like challenge factor in life.
Okay.
And I think what I've decided on, and I think it's the ultimate trial by combat, I think it's the fairest sort of disagreement settler, is I want a shotgun blitz kind of situation in life. So let's say you both order the last item, or someone orders the last thing on the menu, and you hear that, and you say Blitz, and you just got to rush for something. And I think that would make life silly and wonderful, and also potentially could be grand. You ask, you get a ticket, cop pulls you over, and he's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" You call out Blitz, and like the first one to touch the median, I don't know. Like, I want a challenge factor, an ultimate trial by combat, which I think is the shotgun Blitz that we all come up on.
I like this from a trial by combat without the death involved.
Right. Yeah.
It's not 20 pace or 10 paces and shoot. It's not a duel with swords to the death. It's like, no, just first person to touch the handle or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it
may
is.
be.
Yeah.
It's basically kind of I assume it's also kind of a dibs as well. If you're like shopping and there's one left, you're like, I got it, dibs. But you have to. But I assume you have to call Blitz and shotgun like you do, or someone else has to do it, and then the game's on.
Yeah, something like that.
Got to be shouted.
Because I like the rock paper scissors aspect a lot, but it's essentially the same idea.
I like that. I think that would add a bit of chaos and whimsy.
Could you imagine? You're sitting there, you're having your morning coffee, and you look up, you see there's the last bagel there, and you just see two people sprinting for it, and then you're like, oh, well, let's see who's gonna get this bagel. Yeah, it'd be wonderful.
I like it, Rick. It reminds me of like Get Down, Mr. President.
Yes,
where you pick somebody in the group, and just like anytime somebody shouts that out, you just fully cover them.
Can you do this with things that people already own? Is there like an ownership involved in it? So like, if I want something of someone else, I can't, like, we would just call dibs on something. Like, that's
if you currently own, no. If you're going to purchase, yes.
Okay, right. If you have not received it, if you paid money but you have not received the item, it could still be blitzed in theory, and then you still pay for it. But if I walk into said bagel shop with my phone and someone says Blitz on my phone, that's not okay.
No, no.
It's available, things that are available, or situations that's available.
I didn't take it to the level of like mobile orders or thing like that. Kind of, I don't know if that's where you're taking that with the phone.
No, I was thinking of personal property. Like,
no.
You can't steal stuff from people.
No. That's a different game.
That's dibs. Yeah.
Can I throw like an outside the box thing here? Because Rick, I love this idea. I'm thinking like football game, like controversial call by the ref, like
throwing bottles on the field.
No, I'm thinking like the head coach calls blitz, and it's like, all right, both head coaches have to do like a 40-yard sprint.
Sure.
And whoever fucking wins the sprint gets the call or something like that.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
All right. I'm definitely voting for Rick's. I fucking love this idea.
If I go to propose to Stephanie, but somebody else wants to propose to her and they call blitz, like, you better hustle, son.
What's the challenge? I like it.
Let's go.
I like the idea of carrying around like yellow and red flags.
Yes.
Oh, that would be so
just
good.
Just challenge
cards.
No, just
cards.
Blitz. What would be the color? What's the color for Blitz? What color is that subject?
It'd be purple because like blue. Yellow's a warning. Red is this absolutely has to happen. Purple is
it's happening
to the death
to the pain. I think it's like
to the pain. Good for you, Rick.
All right, so just to recap, we have the Donkey Kong arcade to travel upstairs. We have testing out of different situations. We have personal achievements just for Drew, and shotgun / blitz on everyday things or anything that isn't shotgun blitz on opportunities.
There you go. Yes.
I like all of these, but I'm throwing my thing in with Rick. I like the shotgun blitz idea. Everybody gets that extra opportunity to win. You know, life's unfair, but you got one more shot.
Yeah.
I hate to give Rick 2 in this episode, but I will go for his as well.
I'm not going to move camp, but if I couldn't change camps, I would go for Rick.
There you go.
So recognize greatness.
Yep. No, that's fair enough.
Well, this one, it's going to be a long one, so we're cutting it in half. Be sure to tune in next week where we have a fictional weapons draft as well as a blind rankings last call. Find us on all the socials at _bar banter. New episodes every Wednesday. Link in the description to commit some funds to the Bar Banter marketing grassroots campaign that Rick does, but maybe not for too long. We'll see. And just remember that this is our podcast and you should like and subscribe. No, you're just along for the ride. That's what it is.